We'll start on our back tonight, so you can come to whatever position is comfortable for you. And if you are playing along with the Spotify playlist, I'm going to start mine on my end now. So make your way into a supine position, lying on your back. You can lay in Shavasana with your legs straight and your palms up, or you can bend your knees, letting them knock in together, separating your feet wide if your low back is feeling tight, or the option to bring the soles of the feet together and your knees out wide to open up the hips, really depending on what your body is asking for this evening. And as you start to settle down into whatever position is comfortable, start to close your eyes. Try to find stillness here. Letting your bones feel heavy. And letting your muscles start to relax. Relaxing your face. Relaxing your arms. And letting the only movement be the inhales and exhales of your breath. And as you start to become more present, start to observe your breathing. Trying to slow the breath down. Every exhale getting a little softer. Releasing any tension from the day. And for the rest of class, really try to take intentional, conscious breaths. So really paying attention. Let's take one cleansing breath together, breathing in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. And if your eyes are closed, slowly start to flutter them open. Wherever you are, bring your knees together and start to lift your legs towards your chest. Maybe wrapping your arms around your legs or reaching for the backs of your thighs. Start to take a little movements here. So maybe a little rock from side to side. Maybe draw some little circles with your knees. Just moving slowly, moving gently. If you're drawing circles, make sure to change directions. And then find some stillness here. And if you have a strap or the scarf or some sort of towel to help you, you can grab it to bring it closer towards your arms. We're going to extend the left leg long, resting the left heel on the mat, and bend the right knee towards the chest. Flexing both feet, reaching the heels forward, shoulder blades press into the floor, pressing the small of the back on the floor, and start to take little ankle circles here. So drawing little circles with your little big toe. As you pull that knee closer towards your chest. Soft gaze on the ceiling. And then if you have the strap or the prop, grab it and place one side in each hand, putting it in the bottom of your foot, and start to straighten your leg overhead. So flexing the heel towards the ceiling. If you don't have a strap, you can just reach for the back of the thigh or the back of the calf and start to pull your leg closer towards your chest. Applying tension, just going as far as your flexibility allows this evening. Slowly start to open the leg out to the side. So bringing your right leg over to the right, being mindful to keep that left hip pressed into the floor. So that might mean you only go a little bit to the side. If you're feeling really open, feel free to play around with it. And just breathe here. Slowly bring your leg through center and then let it cross over to the left. So nice, gentle stretch. Maybe it's just a couple inches, that's totally fine. Once again, pressing the small of the back down, softening the face. And then bring the leg back through center. Give it a gentle pull towards your chest one last time here. And if your leg is bound, gently release. Bend the knee to the chest. Give it a squeeze. Watch out, Shadow. And then for a supine twist, bring the right leg over to the left. Arms can extend out into a T, or you can bend them into a cactus shape if you want more of an opening in the chest. Gazing up towards your ceiling or over to the right. Every inhale, imagine your spine growing longer, and every exhale, think about twisting a little bit deeper. Carefully come back through center. Bring your left knee up to meet your right, give it a squeeze, switching sides, doing that all on the other side. So right leg reaches long, heel on the mat, bending the left knee towards your chest, flexing both feet. Start to roll out your left ankle, taking little circles, and then switching directions. Pressing your shoulders down away from your ears. Really pulling that leg towards your chest. And then once again, grabbing your strap, if you have one, placing it under your leg, straightening out your left leg, heel towards the ceiling, and really gently start to bring your leg closer towards your chest. Once again, connecting to your breath, slowing it down. Every exhale, releasing a little bit deeper into the stretch. And then carefully bring your left leg out to the left-hand side, keeping that right hip pressed flat. Feel that gentle opening in the hips, the inner thighs. Slowly bring that leg through center and then let it cross over to the right. Keeping your leg as straight as you can. And with control, bring it back through center. Give it one last squeeze towards your chest. And then carefully release the strap, bend your knee, hug it in, and then bring it over to the right for a supine twist. Once again, arms reach out to a T, or you can bend them into goalposts. letting your gaze go up, or maybe tilt your head off to the left. And slowly start to come out of the pose. Left knee to the chest, right knee comes up to meet it, give it a squeeze, and then reach behind your thighs, start to rock and roll forward and back, making your way into tabletop position. So coming to the center of your mat, fingers spread wide, wrists underneath your shoulders, hips over the knees. We'll inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, stretching out the spine. And on your exhale, round your back, chin towards your chest, press the ground away from you. Inhale, lower the belly. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, drop the navel to the floor, reach up, look up. And exhale, chin to chest, looking towards your belly button. Coming to a flat, neutral tabletop, and just rock your hips to the left and the right here. Keeping your hands where they are, your knees where they are. Starting to open through the hips. And then find some stillness. Gaze down between your thumbs. Weight comes into the left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, opening your chest. And then on the exhale, you're gonna thread the needle. So bringing the right shoulder towards the floor, the side of the right of the head on the mat. Stretching out your shoulder. Just being really careful here. If you want to intensify, you can start to walk your left arm forward, or you can reach behind you, trying to grab that right hip. And then let's slowly come out of the pose. Weight comes in the left hand, press the ground down. As you unwind, reach your right arm up, and then lower it back to tabletop, going right into the other side. So weight into the right hand. Inhale, lift your left arm towards the ceiling. And then exhale, thread the needle, left shoulder comes to the floor, side of the left of the head, resting gently on the mat. Keeping your hips over your knees. Maybe crawling your right fingers forward. Unwinding, weight comes in the right hand. Inhale, lifts your arm up towards the ceiling, and then lower it back down, taking one cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, arch the back. Exhale, round it out. Back to tabletop. Once again, separate your fingers really wide, tuck your toes under, and start to straighten your legs for downward facing dog. Separating your feet really wide here, so the stance is a little bit more gentle. Lifting your hips towards the ceiling, chest presses back between your legs. Maybe the heels reach towards the floor. Option to bend one knee and then bend the other. Unclenching the jaw, connecting with your breath. And then walk your feet back to hip width distance. Take an inhale, look between your hands, and then slowly walk your feet to the top of your space, keeping your toes pointed forward, bending your knees so your chest can rest on your thighs, and reach for opposite elbows, letting your head fall heavy. Feeling the release in your spine as you sway side to side. Shaking your head around, yes and no. Really relaxing that upper body. And if you're moving, find some stillness. Release your hands towards the mat. Take an inhale, flatten out your back, lengthening through the crown of the head. Hands press into the shins or the thighs. Think flat back, gazing down towards the top of your mat. And on your exhale, forward fold, hands come down. Step your left foot back into a low lunge. Heel toe your foot forward so your right ankle's right under your right knee, and then carefully come on to your left knee and tuck your toes. Staying right here, or you can lift up into a crescent moon lunge, pressing both hips forward. Always an option to back out of the stretch if it's a little too intense. And you can stay right here or bring your hands to your heart for a twist. We're going to bring our left elbow towards the outside of our right leg, keeping our chest lifted, gazing off to the side or back behind you, and just breathe here. Letting your hips fall heavy. Carefully coming out of the twist, placing the hands on the opposite sides of your foot and heel toe your right foot over to the left side of your mat, moving into pigeon. So our right knee is by our right wrist. Our left leg is straight back behind us. If this is uncomfortable for your knees in any way, you can take this on your back. Both hips pointed forward. Take an inhale, lift your chest up. And then the option to walk your hands forward for sleeping pigeon. You can rest your weight on your hands, maybe your forearms, maybe extend them straight overhead, reaching your forehead towards the floor. Just going where it feels comfortable for you. This is a really big hip opener. We'll be here for a few breaths, so really try to release. Listening to your breathing. And if you're folded forward, slowly start to make your way out, one palm at a time, lifting your chest, making our way to downward facing dog. So tuck those left toes under, press into your hands, and extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Maybe bend the knee, bring the right heel towards the right glute, opening up your hip. And then carefully lowering the right foot back to the mat. Inhale, looking forward, and then step your left foot towards the top of your space. Right, left ankle, right underneath that left knee. And gently with control, come down onto that right leg, untuck the back toes. Start to press the hips, the chest forward, maybe lifting your upper body. And once again, you can stay right here, or to add on to the twist, bring your hands to your heart center in a prayer position, and then twist from your core, trying to bring that right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Every inhale, lengthen through your spine, and exhale, twist. And really slowly release, really nice. Coming back to center, release the grip, and then heel toe your left foot over to the right side of your mat. Lower your leg down so the shin is facing forward, left knee wide. Square both hips facing to the top of the mat, staying right here, or you can start to fold forward, maybe onto the palms, the forearms, maybe reaching your arms overhead. Breathing into the discomfort that pigeon can be. Using your breath to anchor you. And just as carefully as we got into the pose, carefully start to come out, tucking your back toes under, making your way into that three-legged dog, lifting your left leg up, bending the knee, lifting the heel towards the glute, opening up. And carefully come back to downward facing dog. Lower onto the knees. And then extend both legs forward, coming into a staff position. This is a great place if you want to sit on a pillow or a blanket to lift the hips. So we're just going to sit tall here, resting the shoulders over the hips. Feet are flexed, chest is lifted. And then reach behind you with your hands, making a bind. So we're just going to interlace all 10 fingers like a basket, and then pull your hands away from your chest. Remembering to breathe. And then carefully releasing, really nice. We're going to bend our knees so the soles of the feet are on the floor, and then bring your right leg so the shin is parallel to the top of your mat. Left leg bends out to the side. So you're making a little shape with your legs to open the hips, trying to press both hips down. If this does not work for you, you can sit cross-legged. Then we'll inhale our arms overhead. And then exhale, twist over to the right. Left hand comes onto the right knee. Right hand comes behind you. And use your arms to help you twist. Maybe looking over that right shoulder. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Carefully releasing. We'll switch sides. So bring your feet back towards the center. This time, left leg bends in front of you, right leg out to the side and behind. Trying to press both sit bones down. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. And then take a twist. Keeping your chest lifted. If it's okay on your neck, you can look behind you. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. One last time. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Carefully unwinding, coming back to center. Reach both feet out in front of you. Sitting on your sit bones, maybe moving any flesh from underneath. This is another place that you can use a strap for a forward fold. So we're going to inhale, reach arms up, and then exhale, hinge from the hips, reaching for whatever part of your lower body you can grab tonight. And if you do have a strap or a towel, you can put it underneath the bottoms of your feet to help you go a little bit deeper. Totally optional though. You can also use your hands. And once again, let your upper body be really soft here. One last inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, forward fold. Gently release whatever grip you have. Come up to a seat and then make your way down onto your back. So glutes towards the center of your space. Lowering back and down. Hug your knees towards your chest one last time for happy baby, our last pose. So knees can come wide, staying right here, or you can lift the soles of your feet towards the ceiling, reaching for the outside edges of your feet or the outside edges of your thighs, your hamstrings. Actively pressing your feet up as you pull down with your hands. And here you can rock side to side. Maybe straightening out a leg a little bit, straightening out the other leg. Whatever you need as these last final stretches. And if you're rocking and you're happy baby, find some stillness. Bring your ankles together, bring your knees together. Give yourself one last squeeze towards the center. Take an inhale. Maybe lift up your head towards your knees. And exhale, open out your arms, open your legs for Shavasana. So once again, whatever position on your back feels best for you tonight. Let everything relax. Try to quiet your mind. Try to be still for these last few moments together. And you're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like. Or if you'd like to start to reawaken your body, we'll start to bring little movements to our neck, to our fingers, to our toes. Start to roll your wrists and your ankles. Bring your feet to touch, arms extend overhead, point your toes forward. Exhale brings your knees towards your chest, rolling over to your left or your right side for fetal pose. And then pressing your way up to a comfortable seat, the center of your space. Closing your eyes one last time, sitting tall, scanning your body, seeing how you feel. Lifting your hands to your heart center, palms together. We'll take a cleansing breath to end our practice tonight together. So take an inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Gently bow your forehead forward. As always, Ending with gratitude, thanking yourself for practicing. I thank you for coming. Next, inhale, thumbs reach up towards your third eye center. Bowing forward together, namaste.